station.
You've worked hard all year just so you can make the holidays nice for those you love. Now the holidays are over, and it's time to do something nice for yourself during your Dodge dealer's year-end sales drive. Plus, for a limited time, get the Dodge America plan on selected 87 models in stock. It's a plan for the way America buys. Low financing, cash toward your down payment, and a great protection plan. Treat yourself with a year-end deal today.
You don't have to be a victim. These are your courts. Every day, I see hundreds of thousands of dollars exchanging hands with the crash of a judge's gavel. I'm Brad Emmert, an attorney, and I represent injured people. If you've been injured in an accident or hurt at work, call me at 454-1200. Let me explain how I can make the law work for you. That's 454-1200.
Travel arranged through Eastern. The fastest way to free travel just got 3 times faster with Eastern, the one to the sun. And by the new NFL Citibank Visa card. Now carry the card of your favorite NFL team and earn free NFL gear just for using it. Call 1-800-NFL-VISA today. With Dave Rowe, I'm Phil Stone, and this is the 1987 Liberty Bowl. From Memphis, Tennessee, Arkansas leading Georgia 3-0, but the Bulldogs have it second and goal at the 1-yard line. Georgia on the year, 27 touchdowns via the rush, only 7 through the airways. And they're going on the ground this time, and they'll be stuffed short. Hiawatha-Berry is stuffed by Wayne Martin and Tony Cherico.
You'll see the line charge here now. A defensive lineman just tries to get down underneath the blocks. Look there, 57, that's Ricky Williams. He comes in and stuffs the first back. That really causes the misplay, the play not to work well, because that first man has got to take that linebacker out.
3rd down and 1. That's tight, up and over. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, that man right there, the end zone, Dave, is a familiar neighborhood.
Oh, it absolutely is. He's scored 14 touchdowns this year, and that just was number 15. I was amazed at the vertical leap that he had to come back down on his feet.
John Casey filling in for the suspended Steve Crumley, boots it through.
And watch this, watch the vertical leap. There's the line charge, good penetration by both. Now watch Tate. Look at the carry he has, comes back down on his feet. How do you do that? He's almost like a cat. Again, we'll take another look at it. That's amazing. Now watch, it's going to come right at you. You've got to step up, you've got to hit, but watch Tate. Up high, keeps his feet up underneath him, right back down, touchdown, Georgia.
14:24 remaining in the first half here at Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium. It's Georgia 7, Arkansas 3.
We haven't missed a morning in 7 years. She wants this more than anything in the world.
At 3M, we know that dreams, like ideas, won't live without the support of others. So as you watch the 1988 Olympic Games, remember nobody got there alone. 3M, supporting the dream.
Hey, I have to get ready for the party too, you know.
I don't know if I'm going.
Is something wrong?
I'm kind of sick.
Oh, diarrhea?
Mm-hmm.
I know what you need. It's in the medicine cabinet.
Pepto.
Here it comes, the soothing relief of Pepto-Bismol. The one that coats is the only one you need.
Feeling better?
Let's party.
Yeah. Harry, Kalamazoo Tuesday, I can do that. Memphis Wednesday, I can do that. New York Thursday, I can do that. How am I going to do that?
No matter where you do business, Northwest can fly you there.
New Tegrin medicated shampoo with conditioners leaves my hair looking great, and it's tough on dandruff.
And how do you know what tough is?
New Tegrin medicated shampoo with conditioners proves tough can be beautiful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. Phil Stone with Dave Rowe. It's the 1987 Liberty Bowl here in Memphis, Tennessee, where Georgia leading the Razorbacks of Arkansas 7-3.
And Phil, what they're doing right there is they're tightening up Lars Tate's ankles. Evidently, when he came down that time, he may have sprained an ankle. They're tightening it up on the outside of his shoe.
Casey lets it fly and is taken at the 4-yard line by James Rouse. Rouse out across the 23 near the 24. Kevin Brown on the tackle after a return of 21 yards. Take a look at the fourth quarter stats, and there's one surprise there in that Georgia has more yards passing than they do running the football.
Oh, absolutely. And look at Arkansas. Total yardage only 34 yards. And of course, that's indicative of a almost 10 minutes by Georgia controlling the football. They have had possession.
Full house backfield. Coming near side. Thomas pitches at the last moment. Rouse had no chance. Mark Vincent on the tackle. A loss of 1.
Well, there's nowhere to go on this play. When he catches the ball, he has to come back up, and look at that perfect tackle there by Mark Vincent. He just came up, broke down, nice body form. It's exactly the way the coaches teach it.
Mark Vincent, one of the interesting stories here at the 29th Liberty Bowl. We'll talk more about Mark as the game wears on. 13:37 to play in the first half. Thomas rolls right, looking downfield, still looking, wants somebody to break free, throws, and it is almost intercepted. Rusty Beasley came down with the football, but he was out of bounds. The intended receiver was Derek Russell, but Thomas threw into severe double coverage.
Well, watch Beasley on this play. I'm not so sure he didn't get very close to coming down. He's number 20. Now watch the concentration right there. Now there he catches. Oh, I see why he didn't have control of it. That's what happened. He did come down with the ball, but he didn't have control with it as he was carried out of bounds.
I said at the outset, Greg Thomas, for the first time since the season opener, is healthy. He can throw the football, but thus far tonight, he is 1 for 5. For a total of 5 yards. 3rd down and 11. Thomas drop back, throws, and it is complete. Tim Horton, the sophomore split end, has an Arkansas first down at the 37-yard line, a gain of 14.
Bill, and one thing that Thomas is starting to do is get a lot more composure back there passing. That time he didn't panic and start to run. He was committed to the pass. He found him wide open. He found Horton wide open on a curl pattern. You can see they don't pass very often because Horton, coming into this game, only had 8 catches, and he is one of their wide outs.
First down. Thomas, what a move he put on Terry Webster. John Hickey on the tackle, but the weak side linebacker Terry Webster took the fake to the outside and missed the tackle, a gain of 6.
Well, they're having a little discussion about it there. I don't think they parted with too nice of words, but Thomas is an exceptional athlete. He's got great foot speed. He faked out that time. He came in, just kind of bounced a little bit. Coaches tell you, keep your eyes on the number. That's what they tell the defensive players. He can't run where his number doesn't go. Break down, stay in there, and don't let him fake you out with the outside arm motions.
$12 minutes, 34 seconds. The clock is running here in Memphis. It is 2nd down and 4 from the 43-yard line. Give is to the fullback. That's Sammy Van Dyke.
Phil, all he has to do is look up number 72, and that's where he ran that time. Watch Freddie Childress, number 72, 350 pounds. Now, that's the best I've seen in a long while combating him, but look how the man is turned. That's Larry Brown, the defensive tackle, playing over him. He's giving up 100 pounds, and he weighs 250. Childress at 350.
And Childress will be back next year. Van Dyke and Bill Goldberg got to Van Dyke almost before the ball got there.
Well, that was running into a wall. When he got the ball, he no more than got the ball, and he was stopped right there. Goldberg made a nice play coming into this game. Goldberg has 107 tackles. That's exceptional for a lineman. Linemen don't get that many tackles. Those are usually reserved. Those figures are reserved for the outside linebackers.
Mama Margaret, let's go now.
Second down and about a foot. Pardon me, second down and 11. The give is to Joe Johnson. And nobody out there to help him out. The rover back, Will Jones, brings him down. What's interesting about Georgia's defense is that their rover, Will Jones and Mike Brown, really resemble, Dave, more of an outside linebacker in their scheme of things.
Absolutely. They're big people. Jones is about 200 pounds at 6'3", so he's got linebacker size, but he's close to having defensive backfield speed. He can run along that line, and that's the perfect way that you want to defense that flip option, is to make him run lateral along the line and make that pitch go when there's nobody out there to block.
Thomas looking, throws, and he had a receiver wide open. Jim Kessinger, the senior tight end, nobody within 5 yards, and Thomas can't believe he missed him.
You can see Thomas, you can see Thomas's facial expression, but you see he's a little bit indecisive back there. Then he decides to throw. Now watch Kessinger, 95, come across the middle. He was, as you said, wide open.
Fourth down and 8 now from the 49-yard line. Trainer. High spiraling butt, fair catch called for at the 19-yard line. And that will stop the clock. 10:39 to play. When we return, the Georgia Bulldogs will have the football. They have a lead. It's 7-3. We'll be right back after these messages from your local station.
The new CMC is hot with the hot electronics everybody wants for the holidays, all at the lowest prices in town. Like this Sanyo digital car stereo with push-button tuning, CMC priced at just $79.95, or a 200-watt Panasonic home system for only $4.99. And that's not all. Choose from thousands of items in our new $2 million Panasonic inventory, including many items you might not expect to find at CMC, like typewriters, telephones, and clock radios. It may be December, but the prices are hotter than ever at the new CMC.
Hi, I'm Dave Sinclair, the South County Ford dealer. I believe I have the best deal I've had in a long time. A cash rebate and cut rate interest on the same deal. Not either or, but both. 7.9 financing and up to $600 cash rebate on Escort, Taurus, and T-Bird. Plus, if you use the cash rebate for a down payment, all you need is a handshake, and you drive away in a new Escort for only $148.71 a month for 48 months. Or how about a handshake Taurus or a T-Bird? Limited time only. Thank you, and here's my address.
Now the man receiving medical attention is all SEC middle linebacker, bound for the Hula Bowl, John Brantley from the University of Georgia.
And there, Phil, you can see the defensive coordinator telling the Georgia players exactly what they're doing on offense.
Gadget play, letting it fly is Jackson, and it is intercepted by Arkansas. Richard Brothers, his fourth pickoff of the year. For Arkansas, their second tonight.
And Phil, what you try to do on this play is you try to fake play action. Now watch, you hand it to him, Lars Tate throws it back. Now you hope that the defensive secondary has bid on it, but Brothers, number 9, never bid on the play action. He followed the play all the way along. There's the results of the play, and an interception.
The last time the Bulldogs threw it away, the Razorbacks capitalized. Can they do it again? We'll find out in a moment.
GM meets your challenge now.
If you ask me to dish out my hard-earned money on a new car, then you better show me some real quality that's
priced right.
GM meets your challenge with outstanding quality and great values backed by the strongest warranty in GM history.
What about price?
Most popular GM cars and trucks equipped the way you want are priced lower in 1988. And right now you can more than double your savings on option packages on some of our best-selling cars.
That's leadership.
That's GM.
Pontiac's Big Value Blowout meets your challenge with big savings. Save up to $910 on specially equipped Grand Ams. Special savings are also available on most other Pontiacs. And Pontiac has even made it possible for your dealer to pass along savings of up to $775 on air-conditioned 6000s. Along with $900 savings on option packages, this could mean a total savings of up to $1,675. Only at Pontiac's Big Value Blowout.
Rebuild excitement. Well, with just over 10 minutes to go in the first half, Georgia leading the Razorbacks of Arkansas 7-3. But for the second time in this ball game, Dave, the Bulldogs have turned it over.
They certainly have. They capitalized, as you said, on that first one. Let's see, in fact, that they can capitalize. They're going to the air.
Greg Thomas completes the pass to the 42-yard line. Man, oh man. The tight end, Jim Kessinger, the senior tight end, really took a shot by virtually everyone in that Bulldog secondary. Yeah, there's a man who all year long took a whole lot of heat for not putting the ball in the air. But as I said at the outset, if Greg Thomas can get hot, it may be the difference tonight. That's Rouse. Rouse taken down by the strong side linebacker Vince Guthrie.
And Phil, the storyline is going to develop as we watch this game. Currently, I think the storyline is indicative of what has happened. We have had a lot of movement there on the ball. You can see Georgia 55 yards passing, Tate 17 yards rushing. The two turnovers are big. Trainer, the 44-yard field goal, but now they are in 4-deep territory, so Arkansas should be able to run this ball down, at least get a field goal try.
Rouse only 6 yards thus far in the ball game. He has the ball again, and he is met after a gain of 2 by Terry Webster.
Boy, can you hear the hitting? We must be at least 500 feet above the stadium, and you can hear the smashing of those pads down on the field. Watch Rouse get this ball. There's nowhere to go. He just comes in there, takes the shot right there. Bam! That's number 54, Guthrie. Then you'll see 4 or 5 other players come in there. They gang tackle. That's what the defensive coaches love, that type.
Razorback play calling on the year. Take a look. You want to talk one-dimensional? 86% of the Hogs' plays were rushing plays. Wishbone formation. The give, the first man through. It is the fullback, Sammy Van Dyke. And Rusty Beasley, the safety, knocks him down.
Well, I'll tell you, the line play is what's going to determine this game. Watch the line play. Childress, 72, driving off the ball. There's the cut inside. Nice cut by Van Dyke. But what a hit he takes. Boy, oh boy, that is great line play and great linebacker play. It's strength against strength, Phil. That's what I thought it would be coming into this game. You're not going to see the big, long gadget play work. You're going to see just tough football. That's what both Hatfield and Dooley love. Tough man-on-man, one-on-one football.
There's the wishbone formation coming to the near side. Thomas, he keeps up the ball and is knocked off his feet at the 24-yard line. Rusty Beasley again. But the Hogs gain another 5 and a flag is down. It's a first down for Arkansas. It may have been an inadvertent flag, and I believe it is. They're going to pick it up.
Well, you can see what happens to Ken Hatfield's team when they get down in this 4-down area. They keep it on the ground because they've done that. It's hard to go to something just because you're getting a lot of pressure from people outside the world of football. It's hard to change your offensive game plan. You almost have to dance with the girl you take.
That's Rouse. And look at that juke step to the 20-yard line. Brent Collins, the middle linebacker. 7 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the first half here on RayCom Television Network. Along with Dave Rowe, I'm Phil Stone, and we're so happy you have decided to spend the evening with us here in Memphis, Tennessee. Arkansas trailing it 7-3. But lifetime against the Bulldogs, the Razorbacks 2-0. There's the old-fashioned counter. John Brantley on the tackle after having his leg taped.
And we will call Brantley's name all night long. They call him the wild man from Wildwood. He's been called everything. Rambo. You can see him just exploding through there. Good balance. He is Mr. Tackle on this defensive unit. He said that was interesting to note. He said that everybody talks about football being a contact sport. He said it's not a contact sport. He said that's dancing. This is a collision sport.
Almost intercepted by Mark Vincent.
And Phil, you don't get stars on the back of your helmet unless you do something big. Vincent is off for about a 95-yard run, but he just doesn't get control of the ball. There was no one out there. He was on a dead run. He timed it perfect. He just misjudged the football.
You know, Vincent a year ago, Dave, played a cornerback spot for SMU. After the NCAA wiped out the Mustangs program for a year, Vincent transferred to Georgia. But his last game a year ago while at SMU was against these Hogs. And now he has a chance to end his career against Arkansas. Trainer, end over end, and he did not hit that ball well at all. It is no good. A high snap. And Trainer simply did not get it away. His timing interrupted by the snap. Now you saw the holder right there, the inability to get those threads turned away from the kicker. And you get the feeling that had something to do with the fact that Kendall Trainer missed a very, very short field goal. We'll return to Memphis in a moment.
Holiday greetings from Budweiser. The people who bring you Budweiser wish you and yours the very best of everything this holiday season.
When your throat's really sore, Chloraseptic stops the pain really fast. How fast? So fast that the moment he feels relief, we'll stop this commercial.
New Tegrin medicated shampoo with conditioners leaves my hair looking great, and it's tough on dandruff.
And how do you know what tough is?
New Tegrin medicated shampoo with conditioners proves tough can be beautiful.
Thomas Jefferson, author of the Declaration of Independence and third president of the United States. He held one of the strictest constructionist views of the Constitution.
The 29th Liberty Bowl, 6 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the first half. And those are the damages thus far. Georgia leading Arkansas 7-3. And the Bulldogs have the football. Rodney Hampton and Brian Cleveland are the setbacks. Jackson, sprint near side. Retains his balance and carries the ball out to the 37-yard line. And oh, what a clearing block by the left guard, Mac Burrows.
When Burrows got back off on that, he really did make a great block. Let's take a peek at it again now. This is designed a run-pass option. Right here he makes the decision. There's pass now, run. Now watch, he gets out here, he stumbles. Nice block by Burrows there on the top of your screen. But watch Jackson cut back against the grain. Phil, well, let's just go on to the next play.
A gain of 18, all right. 6:01 remaining in the first half. Clock running out of the I formation. Coming near side, it's Rodney Hampton. To the 45-yard line, a gain of 7.
What I was going to say, Phil, is let's take another look at that kick. I wanted to just show you one thing. When a high snap, what that does is it flashes in front of the kicker. Now what he did is he tried to slow down because the timing was off so bad that he scraped his foot on the ground and got no distance. That's what happened on that play. That's more the center's fault than it is either the holder or the kicker. The timing was terrible.
Hampton spins again, but cannot get away from Steve Atwater. A flag is thrown.
Well, if the play does hold, it's going to be first down. Well, that's twice we've had flags fall out of pockets and they've picked them up, Phil.
Yep, another inadvertent flag. Referee says start the clock.
And tuck those flags in.
Coming to the near side, it's Cassius Osborne. Jackson rolls right, throws, intended for John Thomas, and he overthrew him by a bundle.
And Tony Chirico is the man down on the ground. I'll tell you, he takes so much contact in there. He's almost always doubled. Now watch him, 64. Watch this here. There's the guard hit. Now watch the other hit. Chop down on the legs. I hate that block. I want to tell you something. I absolutely hate that block. I played that nose tackle. I can tell you, you're so occupied. You can see him holding his knee. It's a lousy block. I just don't like it. And it's something that they've done away with in professional football, that chop block, and they need to do away with it in college football too. Now watch it again. What you do is see, as a lineman, you're so occupied with your first block there, you don't even see this tackle. He chops down right at the knees. That's Scott Adams. Now, you know, I don't want to say anything bad about Scott Adams. It's a blocking technique, and he has to get Chirico off his feet, but it's a lousy block. I just don't like it. Now, maybe I'm describing it from a defensive lineman standpoint, but I just hate that, absolutely hate that block.
Second down and 10 from the 49. Again to the near side. Here comes Cassius Osborne. The give is to Rodney Hampton. He'll lose two. Wayne Martin, the junior right tackle, on the stop. Well, Wayne Martin, number 83, you're looking at him. He only had 29 tackles all year, but Dave, 9 of those 29 were in the enemy's camp.
That's behind the line. And there you see Chirico. They can't do without Chirico in there. He absorbs a lot of blocks. He takes a lot of double teams. He's very, very active in there. It's his three times he's been all Southwest Conference, and it's hard to replace a player like that.
Third down now and 12. Pass is complete to John Thomas. Anthony Cooney wrestles him out of bounds. I believe he was going to be short of the first down by a yard.
And Phil, they'll be able to complete that pass all day long if they give John Thomas that much room. That time Anthony Cooney was 7 to 9 yards off of him, and as soon as Thomas came off the ball, he started backing up. Now there again you see Chirico describing what happened, the type of hit that he took. Chop block to the knee.
Fourth down and a little more than one, and the Bulldogs are going for it. Hampton. He's got the first down.
Number 7,
Phil, you have to know where that first down marker is. All great running backs know exactly how far they have to get. Hampton, only a freshman, knows he has to get to the 40-yard line. Put your head down, dive, and get it. You can see he made it by less than a yard.
Clock running, 4:10 to play in the first half. First and 10 from the 39. James Jackson rolls right, pumps once. Now he's going deep. Pass intended for Cassius Osborne. Richard Brothers, who has one interception already tonight, almost had number 2.
Well, he really did. Brothers, they're not biting on that short play action. The defensive backs are staying back. And you can see that Brothers is in great position. Arkansas plays a soft zone defense where they give. They like you to catch it in front of them, but don't beat them deep. And that's the problem that they're going to face. Georgia's going to face. They've got to throw the shorter passes, intermediate range, 12 to 15 yards.
Sean Hummings, the freshman split end, and John Thomas, both to the bottom of your screen. That's Hummings in motion. The give, however, is to Rodney Hampton. And he stumbles across the 39 down near the 38. Clock continues to run. We are now at 3:50, 3:49 and counting.
And I think I see Jericho back in there. I'm not sure, but I thought I saw 64 back in there.
Jericho is indeed back in the ball game.
He doesn't think it's cold. Look, just he even pulls his shirt up.
Third down and a little less than 10 yards. Jackson drops straight back, underthrows the coverage. It's Rodney Hampton out of the backfield, and he'll be stopped way shy of the first down by Eric Whitted, who is number 2 on this Razorback defense in tackles with 122.
But that's the way you have to combat this Arkansas zone, is to throw underneath. Now watch this coverage by Whitted. He's covering one-on-one on that play. He's got Rodney Hampton, and Rodney Hampton's got great speed. It was just a perfect match of 2 individuals. Whitted covered very well, and of course Rodney Hampton caught the ball well.
John Casey is on to attempt a 49-yarder. He only had 2 attempts all year. He made 1. It was from 35 yards out. Oh, does he have the distance? But it is wide to the right. He had loads of distance. Well, the Razorback defense has held. .237 remaining in the first half here in Memphis. We'll be back with more right after these messages from your local station.
Toyotathon is rolling, but it ends soon. Your Toyota dealer selling nearly 90,000 cars, trucks, and vans, saving you millions of dollars. Listen.
Coast to coast, Toyota dealers are saving buyers hundreds, even 1,000 or more.
I saved 1,000.
Me saved 600. They're excited.
See how much you can save. Your Toyota dealer is staying open late, but you gotta hurry. Toyotathon 88 ends soon at your Toyota dealer.
Amazingly coordinated muscle control. Vigor and stamina. We're vitally interested in muscle. We're concerned with 40 muscle diseases and over 1 million people who suffer from them. We're research and patient care. We're the Muscular Dystrophy Association. People help MDA because MDA helps people.
The Georgia Bulldogs leading Arkansas 7-3. And for the Dogs, this is their second trip to the Liberty Bowl. 20 years ago, they came to Memphis, where NC State defeated Vince Dooley 14-7. Now Georgia and Arkansas, in their last possessions, Arkansas had it for 9 plays, covered 31 yards. Took them 4 minutes and 4 seconds, and a 35-yard field goal was no good. For Georgia, 11 plays, 49 yards. They took 3:44 off the clock, and a 49-yard field goal sailed wide. And on mirror images of one another. That's Thomas. He's looking deep. And it is almost caught. Derek Russell, the freshman split end, had Greg Williams all over him.
Well, he had him beat too, but Thomas, this is stretching Thomas's arm. You can see that when he has him beat, he has to slow down to come back for the ball. And there's the recover. Derek Russell absolutely had him beat on the play. Now watch, Thomas really doesn't follow all the way through because he's under a lot of pressure. Watch the picture here. Boom. He gets just tapped. That's what you call that. That's just a little lineman's tap.
You never did that, did you?
Oh, no. I bumped into a bunch of quarterbacks, though.
2:29 to play in the first half. Again, Thomas wants to go to the air. He's got a receiver at the 42-yard line. It is James Rouse who takes it out across the 40 near the 42. Mike Brown ran him out.
You know, Mike Brown played that very well on that play because you're one-on-one with Rouse. If you saw the play, we saw the play, he just kind of knocked him down. He just kept on staying right in front of him. Don't take the fake, stay square. It was just a perfect play by Mike Brown on that.
One thing that surprises me about Arkansas, Dave, is this is an offensive line that is really oriented to block for the wishbone offense. Rarely do you see a team that can block for the wishbone and still block effectively for the drop back pass. That's James Rouse. And he has got the first down. But to carry on that thought, on the year, that offensive line only allowed 22 sacks. That's less than 2 a game.
That's absolutely right. It's very much different. The body angle on the blocking is very different. When you're running wishbone, you've got about 90% of your weight on your fingertips, and you're down in that stance where everything is forward. When you're pass blocking, you're back on your heels, and you're sitting back trying not to get faked out.
Thomas drops straight back. He has got a receiver at the 45-yard line. Tim Horton has the football. Mark Vincent and the Rover Mike Brown tackle him.
And on this play, Tim Horton just finds the open seam in the zone defense. You'll see it here from high above. Watch Horton. He's at the bottom of your screen. He's just going to find the seam. Now watch him turn right in there. Now look, see, he's right in the seam. Bam, there's the pass. You see the zone coverage? You just try to drop back, keep your zone uncluttered, try to protecting your zone and react quickly to the football. That time Horton found the zone and let the defense run on by him.
Derek Russell going to the top of your screen. There's the time remaining in the first half. Thomas sprints right, looking downfield. Nobody's there. He's going to run the football.
This play, Greg Thomas, he runs out here. It's a 20. It's going to end up to be a 25-yard run. This is pass all the way. Now comes Greg Thomas's athletic ability. Pull it down, head back against the grain. Watch the little move he puts on the defensive back here. And this is a shoestring tackle if you ever saw one. Loop, and down he goes. But what an innovative play. He did that against Mark Vincent, but great athletic ability by Greg Thomas.
First down, Thomas pitches. That's Rouse. He crashes down near the 12, and you can hear the popping at home. Demetrius Douglas, the weak side linebacker, on the tackle, a gain of 6 for Rouse.
Boy, big Freddie Childress gets out in front of him. He's number 72. You ever see a 350-pound guard pulling? And there goes Rouse back into the hole.
Arkansas has stopped the clock. A timeout, the first one they have used in the ball game. 1:08 to play on the first half. We'll return to Memphis in a moment.
I like the way you make me laugh. I like the funny things you do. You got a style that's all your own. I like the sprite in you. You make me want to smile. You know you make me sparkle too. You're such a kick to have around. I like the Sprite in you.
Sprite, the only one with Lyman, salutes the one and only Santa and the little bit of Santa in all of us.
I like the Sprite in you.
The time has come. The game is here. The Lay's Doritos Super Bowl Super Match Game. Check inside your Lay's or Doritos bags and get ready. If the team inside wins on Super Bowl Sunday, you could win $100,000 or millions of other prizes. So be ready. Get to your store today for plenty of Lay's potato chips and Doritos tortilla chips for the Super Match Game. Because the only way to win the game is to play the game.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Is that true?
Well,
that lady looked like she was as old as you, boy.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Some people
she was every bit as old as 27.
That's right. Some people do anything to get on TV. Beautiful.
1:06 to play. There comes Rouse again at the 9-yard line. John Brantley on the stop. Vince Dooley said Brantley is the best linebacker he has ever coached. There's the time remaining, 46-45. Arkansas trying to get things going. Vince Dooley would love for that clock to run out. 37-36. There's the time. Thomas inside. He is at the 5. Kendall Traynor will try the point after, and it is good. 31 seconds remain in the first half, and the Hogs have taken a 10-7 lead over Georgia. Interesting, Dave Rowe. Greg Thomas was here back in 1984 as a freshman, and you know, that young quarterback is still miffed that he didn't play the night in Arkansas's 21-15 loss to Auburn. He's playing tonight.
He certainly is, and you talked about him being healthy, and he is healthy, and that is great athletic ability. Had the pitch, knew exactly what he wanted to do, saw a seam, broke up inside. Now watch it again. He's got the pitch to routes if he wants it, but he sees the seam right there. Great line blocking.
Greg Thomas, Arkansas's leading rusher thus far in the ball game. 6 carries, 45 yards, and a touchdown. James Rouse, 11 carries for 31 yards. And the big fullback, the senior Sammy Van Dyke, 6 carries for 26 yards. Well, I said at the outset, Dave, that Greg Thomas might be the difference in this ball game.
Well, he certainly has been. We thought he would have to pass the ball. We thought he would pass the ball, but we knew one of the big keys was whether he was healthy for one of the first times this season, and that makes a big difference. He's had shoulder problems. He had sternum problems. He has just been hurt all season long.
31 seconds to play in the first half, and Traynor end over end. At the 4-yard line, it's Rodney Hampton. Looking for a block. And he won't get any help at all from Cassius Osborne. A 9-yard return out to about the 14-yard line. In fact, it will be marked shy of the 14. Arkansas's defense back out on the playing field. Tony Cherico will not see any more action here in the first half. He has a bruised thigh. Uncertain as to whether we will see Tony in the second half. Oh, the Razorbacks need him desperately. That's Lars Tate. Ricky Williams, the right side linebacker, on the tackle.
Well, it looks as if Vince Dooley's just going to allow the clock to run out. He doesn't want to go in with any mistakes, so he's just going to let it run out here at halftime and be thankful to be only down 3 points.
Anything surprise you thus far?
Oh, boy, I think the surprise is Thomas is running.
And running effectively. The Razorbacks of Arkansas at halftime lead the Bulldogs of Georgia 10-7. We'll return with more from Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee in just a moment.
GM meets your challenge now.
If you ask me to dish out my hard-earned money on a new car, then you better show me some real quality that's
priced right.
GM meets your challenge with outstanding quality and great values backed by the strongest warranty in GM history.
What about price?
Most popular GM cars and trucks equipped the way you want are priced lower in 1988. And right now you can more than double your savings on option packages on some of our best-selling cars.
That's leadership.
That's GM.
Pontiac's Big Value Blowout meets your challenge with big savings. Save up to $910 on specially equipped Grand Ams. Special savings are also available on most other Pontiacs. And Pontiac has even made it possible for your dealer to pass along savings of up to $775 on air-conditioned 6000s. Along with $900 savings on option packages, this could mean a total savings of up to $1,675. Only at Pontiac's Big Value Blowout.
We build excitement.
We welcome you back to the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee. Phil Stone with Dave Rowe, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Superb play from their quarterback, Greg Thomas, lead the Georgia Bulldogs 10-7. And Dave, I think at this point anyway, the surprise is that Georgia has almost as many yards passing as they do rushing.
Oh, boy, that is a real surprise. We knew that Georgia would have to throw the ball, but they are known for their running. The same thing is true of Arkansas. Arkansas has gotten better field position, so they have been able to control the ball game a little bit. They missed that one field goal, but they're ahead in this game 10-7. But you can't count out these Georgia Bulldogs. They know how to play tough, rough football.
Well, we'll be back right after these messages from your local station.
Here she comes now, saying, "Money, money."
It started one day with the kid down the street. That block-busting sound got them moving their feet. No ordinary day in this quiet little town. It was get down and party music to rock the block down. 45 giant hits to get your party hoppin'. The original stars to get your block rockin'. 1, 2, 3, good love. Rockin' down the block didn't cost much bread, but it's got this block rockin' right out of their heads.
I keep on dancing, shake it up, baby. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Kick my heels up and down.
The beat carried further from miles around till the whole town was dancing to that rock and roll sound.
Wow, I feel good. Hey, give me some of those. Give me some of those.
Rockin' Down the Block, the ultimate party album for ultimate party people on 4 LPs or 3 cassettes, just $19.95. 2 compact discs, just $24.95.
To order, credit card customers call 1-800-822-5400. That's 1-800-822-5400. Or save COD charges and send just $19.95 for albums or cassettes or $24.95 for compact discs. Plus $3 shipping and handling to Rockin' Down the Block, Box 354, Orchard Park, New York.
Winning the world over.
Last year at this time, I hesitated and lost, but not this time. Just bought a new Ford Taurus. You know, Ford's award winner. Got a knockout deal from my Ford dealer, too.
Now save $1,200 on Ford Taurus with $600 cash back direct from Ford and $600 more in savings on popular Taurus options.
Best deal I ever made.
Now, save $1,200 on Ford Taurus. See your Greater St. Louis quality Ford dealer on both sides of the river.
Again tonight, the temperature was 37 degrees. It is dipped now down near the freezing mark, and with the wind out of the north at some 12 miles an hour, we begin to feel the wind chill. 50,000 in attendance. They are watching the marching Razorbacks of Arkansas. Let's look on.
As the marching Razorbacks move to the traditional Go Hogs formation, we ask that all of you Razorback fans get on your feet and join the band as it plays the Arkansas fight song. Jim Rothko. Graduate assistant is Bill Rowland. Featured twirlers are Leah Jo Brogdon and Anvia Whitaker. The head majorette is Kathy Bennett. The flag captains are Gina Stewart and Kathy Coe. Director of bands at the University of Arkansas is Eldon Jansen.
You've been watching the marching Razorbacks, and now let's take a break for this special presentation from the University of Arkansas.
University of Arkansas scientists are focusing on a fast-moving target, the future. Our award-winning faculty is pioneering in biochemistry and bioengineering, laser physics and superconductivity, electron diffraction, new fruit varieties. Their workplace is Arkansas on the front line of advanced technology, and the best part is the faculty shares its findings in our classrooms, turning enthusiastic students into tomorrow's leaders. The University of Arkansas is building the future.
Okay, listen up. Oakley here is filling in for ball tonight.
For 3 years, Bill Oakley took orders. But tonight, he's got to stand up and take charge.
You make America work.
Here's to you, the clean, crisp taste of Beechwood-aged Budweiser. For all the guys who know it's not what you say, but what you do.
I've been doing his chores for the last year and a half. He rides 500 miles a week. It's the least I can do. At 3M, we know that dreams, like ideas, won't live without the support of others. So as you watch the 1988 Olympic Games, remember nobody got there alone. 3M, supporting the dream.
Americans buy lots of imported cars. Isn't it nice to know that Napa has the parts right here when you need them? Don't miss the boat on parts for imports. Come to Napa. Your neighborhood Napa Auto Parts store has more than 125,000 parts for the typical American car. Whatever that is.
Sales and marketing ran it up the flagpole. Research and development saluted. Finance put their 2 cents in. Manufacturing put it all together. Start to finish, it took 3 years to get it out the door. And your customer still wants it there tomorrow. This reminder from Federal Express that it's not just a package. It's your business.
Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium, a crowd of somewhere near 50,000 are watching the 29th renewal of the Liberty Bowl Classic. At the outset of our telecast, we told you that 9 of the last 10 Liberty Bowls have been decided by a touchdown or less. And here on 1987, Dave, we have got a 3-point ball game at halftime.
Well, it's exactly what we thought it would be. Yes. We knew it would be a close game. We talked that both of the strengths of these teams were going to be combated by the strengths of the other team. Both of them have great run defenses. Both have shown that. Both have got great running backs. They've shown that. I think the real key has probably been the turnover, the one turnover, especially by Georgia, that led to a field goal try. But this is a great game, 10-7, and Vince Dooley kind of has a little score to settle, doesn't he?
Well, he does, because Arkansas has defeated Georgia twice in 2 other previous ball games. Now, speaking of the Georgia Bulldogs, the marching Bulldogs are down on the playing field. Let's go down and take a listen.
Nocturne. And finally, from the classical repertoire, the Redcoats offer Aaron Copland's Simple Gifts from Appalachian Spring.
The Redcoat Marching Band. And now let's take a moment for this message from the University of Georgia.
There are countless individuals who have shaped this institution over 2 centuries who join me in spirit. These men and women have established the solid foundation upon which we stand today. My commitment as part of a new generation of leadership at this university is to continue building a university which can measure up to their aspirations. Our students hold the keys to what our state and what our nation can become. They deserve the very best public university that Georgia can offer. Our primary responsibility here must be to provide students with the educational opportunities to succeed in life. For if we fail in that respect, we will have failed in all respects of what we are and what we aspire to be.
When we come back to the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee, a celebration of the 200th anniversary of the signing of our Constitution. We the People, our halftime celebration. And we'll be right back to Memphis, Tennessee with that halftime extravaganza after these messages from your local station.
You've worked hard all year just so you can make the holidays nice for those you love. Now the holidays are over, and it's time to do something nice for yourself. During your Dodge dealer's year-end sales drive. Plus, for a limited time, get the Dodge America plan on selected 87 models in stock. It's a plan for the way America buys. Low financing, cash toward your down payment, and a great protection plan. Treat yourself with a year-end deal today.
Take it from Mr. American. There's only one way to own, the American way.
Right now at Americans, rent a 2-in-1 TV and VCR for only $19.95 per week. Rent to own now and get this collector's AM/FM radio free. Plus get no credit check, no deposit, and no hassles.
Take it from Mr. American. There's only one way to own, the American way.
Call our hotline number now or check the phone book or post TV guide for the Americans rent-to-own store nearest you.
For New Year's, order beautifully prepared party trays from National, your holiday supermarket. Also this week, Grade A fresh whole fryers, just 49 cents a pound. Grade A large eggs, 39 cents a dozen with coupon. Enjoy delicious Tombstone double-top pizzas in all your favorite flavors, only $4.99 each. Take your family and friends to see the Harlem Globetrotters January 8th at the Arena. Discount coupons worth $2 off the ticket price are available to Insiders cardholders at all National supermarkets.
I demand a lot from my players.
Again.
Maybe they resent it. But that's my job. 1 and 2 touch out the back, midfield. After all, we're not here to have fun.
Steamer soccer. It's wall-to-wall wild.
A brisk evening in Memphis, Tennessee, where the Arkansas Razorbacks are leading the Georgia Bulldogs 10-7. But it wasn't always that way. Arkansas early in the ball game led it 3-0 on a field goal by Kendall Traynor. But moments later, it was a big 1-yard plunge by Lars Tate. And look at the elevation, up and over. He left the ground at the 3-yard line, Dave.
And came back down on his feet. Of course, from there, it went to Greg Thomas, his touchdown. It was a 10-yard run. Made a tremendous fake when he pulls the ball out here. Now, here's the run pass on the pitch option. He pulls it down, makes a great play, and just skips into the end zone. Got a great block downfield by his offensive end.
And that's the way the first half ended. That is where we stand. The Hogs 10, the Bulldogs 7. And now let's go down to the field and the 1987 Liberty Bowl halftime celebration. We, the people.